if the Joker was a Spider-Man villain. Well, if the Joker was a Spider-Man villain, right off the bat, you know he's got to be tied into Peter's story on a personal level. Me, I could picture it where the incident where Spider-Man has just got his powers, maybe instead of becoming a wrestler or a TV celebrity, he becomes a circus act, and as part of that circus, he thinks he's worth more money, and the boss doesn't want to give it to him, so he lets the Joker go when the Joker robs the circus. Maybe he's taking it over to make it his hideout, and that's the origin of his lair. But then because Spider-Man let the Joker go when he was robbing the circus, he went on to kill not just Uncle Ben, but to go on a citywide killing spree, and Uncle Ben got killed in that. Now from there, Spider-Man might just kill him, because Spider-Man doesn't have the same personal dilemma that Batman does, and he's young and impulsive. But it probably instead goes some way where he'd like punch him and he'd fall out the window or something. Now if he doesn't get killed, of course he gets taken away, he comes back issue after issue. Then many years later, the Joker would have to be the villain that's responsible for the death of Gwen Stacy. I don't know if it would happen at the Brooklyn Bridge, because you're not going to have that aerial-based battle that you will have between the Green Goblin and Spider-Man. So maybe it's at the top of one of the buildings. Maybe it's at the top of Rockefeller Center. Something like that, the Empire State Building. And the Joker could manage to get Gwen Stacy thrown over the edge and head down to the street below. So you've got eyewitnesses. Then you could work in this whole angle where they all think Spider-Man killed her. And that could be a running story that the Joker could use for many issues of comics for years to come, to use to his advantage in order to get away with stuff, pinning it on Spider-Man. You could have a whole story arc later that's about a new mass murderer in town and everybody thinking that was Spider-Man. Now the Joker, being as unique a threat as he is and as dangerous as he is, eventually other, more high-ranking heroes would get involved. The Avengers, at some point it would land on their radar that there's this mass murderer clown in New York City that Spider-Man hasn't been able to take care of up to now. So the Avengers would need to get involved. And I don't know if the Joker stands a chance once he's got Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, the Hulk, Ant-Man, Black Widow, all coming after him at once. But then again, the Joker's always a few steps ahead. Since he's in the MCU, he could link up with the Kingpin, he could link up with any or all of the Goblins. In fact, I could see right now the cover of the comic book where the Joker is leading the Sinister Seven against not only Spider-Man, but the entire roster of the Avengers. There's got to be a story where the Punisher decides that this Joker clown needs to go under no uncertain terms. And the whole story is the Punisher trying to kill the Joker and Spider-Man trying to stop the Punisher from killing the Joker while also trying to stop the Joker. So he's trying to get to the Joker before the Punisher gets to him. Now you got to figure that at various times, people personally connected to Spider-Man are going to get hurt by the Joker. I could picture a comic book cover where Aunt May has been infected with the Joker toxic laugh gas, and she's got the white skin and the red lips, and that would be the cover of the comic book. But that's just a few ideas about what it would be like if the Joker was a Spider-Man villain. That would be an epic crossover either way. Let me know what Spider-Man villains you would want to put up against what heroes. And of course, subscribe to the Spider-Man fan channel for the best content for Spider-Man fans. Turn on notifications so you're the first to see it every time we drop a new video. And look for me around the friendly neighborhood.